doing? So it's so journey. I know I haven't been on here in a while, but it's so much going on. I want to come with you with this video. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. So we already talked about the migrants issue in Chicago with the gangs and in Colorado with the gangs. And we're talking about the Haitian migrants in Springfield and in Alabama. But here, I'm in Atlanta, we're the outskirts of Atlanta. I'm in actually Lithonia, which is about 30 minutes away from Atlanta. I don't even go to the city because of reasons like this. So we have an issue here with the drug cartels being here in Atlanta. So I wanted to show y'all something that's not being showcased again with the open borders and some of the issues that are going on. So now we have a big influx of meth. So I wanted to show y'all this video.
But alive, Atlanta now plays a key role in the nation's illegal drug supply. So this is according to federal law enforcement.
Tonight, investigative reporter Zach Merchant reveals where the drugs are coming from and who's responsible.
For those who know where to look, illegal drugs and the addiction that follows are not hard to find. Recovery advocate Jeff Breedlove says in Atlanta, like in every major American city, it is an open secret.
It's a disease just like cancer. It does not discriminate.
Recent DEA drug interdiction operations give a glimpse at the scale of the problem. Roughly 370 kilograms of meth seized in Stone Mountain last week. Close to 400 kilos taken from Norcross last month.
Unfortunately, it's becoming very routine, this size, this quantity.
Around 1,100 kilograms of cocaine, worth roughly $15 million, tracked through metro Atlanta as part of a multi-state drug trafficking organization, according to the DEA.
The scope and breadth of it, but more importantly, was the violence that we saw with this.
9 people were indicted in that case in October. And while Robert Murphy, who leads the DEA's Atlanta division, says drugs are nothing new, where many shipments are now coming from might be a surprise.
A Sinaloa and a CJ&G.
Latin American cartels moving drugs to and through Atlanta.
So the highways, you can go up the East Coast, you can go out to Midwest, you can go, we have the highway system that makes it easy. So all the drugs come through here, stockpiled, then they're shipped all over the U.S., and then the money comes back and it's stockpiled and then shipped down.
Atlanta is effectively a warehouse.
It's a warehouse.
And according to the DEA, it is a major warehouse. So Atlanta, it's safe to say, in your view, Atlanta is one of the top 3 distribution hubs for the Sinaloa cartel in the United States.
So you heard them say this is a warehouse. So that is the issue that's going on here in Atlanta. We have an influx of drugs. But I wanted to show y'all one more video because this just happened last night. Let me see if I can get to it. And you see I found some other ones as well, but this is the one what made me wanted to make
the nation's 3rd biggest drug bust this year, happening in a metro Atlanta farmers market. And I want to show you this right here. That is a whole lot of meth. Atlanta News First anchor Tori Cooper joins us live from the Drug Enforcement Administration field office in Atlanta. Tori, the DEA says this is unusual for the area. They're calling this a confidence attempt by what they're saying was a cartel.
Alan, the DEA says a seizure of this magnitude usually only happens at the U.S. border of Mexico. When I had a chance to speak with some of the local vendors today at the Atlanta State Farmers Market, not only were they all too scared to go on camera to talk about this issue, but they said this is what everyone is talking about at the farmers market.
You will be prosecuted and you will go to prison. We're going to work every single day to make sure that that's the case.
A stern message from the Georgia Department of Agriculture to the drug traffickers eyeing Georgia's agriculture industry as a possible mechanism for illegal drug distribution.
This is the largest meth seizure we've ever had here in DEA Atlanta. And again, this is the 3rd largest seizure total DEA-wide of methamphetamine this year.
The Drug Enforcement Administration says they got a tip about a massive load of methamphetamine that was making its way across the U.S.-Mexico border, heading to the Atlanta State Farmers Market. The multi-agency task force.
Y'all heard that it said they had a tip from the Mexican border. If we didn't have open borders, we would not have this issue. This is the issue of having open borders. We have so much going on. We have so many people that are not from our United States of America, and now they are making hand over fist money with these drugs and are harming and hurting our patriots. And I don't like that. So that's why I said I had to show y'all this video. Let's continue to hear what else they have to say.
Traced the tip to a tractor trailer and discovered more than 2,000 pounds of methamphetamine packed in with celery produce, disguised in green bags to hide the contraband. Task force agents arrested Jesus Martinez.
It is the produce terminal for the southeastern United States. And if drugs are moving through there is a possibility for food contamination, and we know that. So it's important that we keep our consumers safe.
Local vendors we spoke to were too afraid to go on camera, but they told us off camera it's disappointing for small vendors who come here to work hard to make a living. They said it's hard enough as it is to attract business, and this doesn't make it any easier. Paying customers were outraged.
Really? I have grandchildren and children, and I have a farmer's market? No deal.
Now, the DEA says that this is proof that the cartels have a well-established foothold here in Georgia, and now they're just working to determine which cartel was responsible for this. Reporting live in Southwest Atlanta tonight, I'm Tori Cooper.
As you heard, cartels. So that's one of many that happened last night. Let me see if I can.
This is what we're here to talk about.
Let me see if I can fast forward it some, because it's pretty long. But this is the one that happened last night.
It gets bigger than we pass it along to our partners here.
Karen, I thought I had.
They're cheap to make, highly profitable. The Mexican cartels control everything. They don't have to worry about dealing with it growing. There's no growing seasons. It's completely synthetic and made from chemicals all bought in hardware stores and everywhere. Easy to get. The days of us attacking things that grow out of the ground are pretty much over. The future of drug trafficking, unfortunately, is going to be synthetics. We're seeing that with fentanyl. And I can't even tell you what the next fentanyl is going to be, but it's going to be worse than what fentanyl is. It's coming. We don't know what it is, but as long as there's somebody out there willing to make money and use what limited.
Agent Murphy, can you kind of give us a sense of the nature of the tip? I think it's always asked along those lines, in terms of the neighborhood. You obviously can't say where it came from, but when it came and kind of like the genesis of it?
I'd say this was the investigation's been ongoing. We've been working this, but I think this information that led to this one was probably in the last week we were able to develop it.
Could you describe what was inside the house, or the house was distributed?
Pretty much everything you need to convert meth. There was nobody living there. Just every part of the house was either for drying, allowing the crystallization of the meth that you see here in the final product. The other parts of the house were used to convert the liquid into the meth. So all the normal things we find in dangerous, the chemicals, dangerous chemicals, acetone, needs propane tanks, all the things that make this so volatile and why we see houses blow up, quite frankly.
You mentioned street value. Yeah, it was a street value.
Okay.
$2.5 million worth of meth found in a Cobb County neighborhood. Authorities say these drugs are being cooked by members of a drug cartel.
Now this goes with the video that you just seen of the DEA's talking about the drugs, and you're going to see the house and everything and all of the meth that they have.
Atlanta's first report, Chelsea Benford, is live tonight in downtown Atlanta, outside the Drug Enforcement Administration. And Chelsea, this is the second largest bust in Metro Atlanta in just about a month.
Yeah, the DEA's office says they know Atlanta is essentially a hub. They know that drugs are being manufactured here and then being distributed across the country. This week, a traffic stop ultimately led them to more than 1,100 pounds of meth in a Marietta home.
What's unusual about this situation is this is what we normally find in the jungles of Mexico and not in a neighborhood in Marietta.
500 kilograms of meth. That's what DEA agents found inside this Cobb County home on Tuesday.
Our men, when we went up, we got blown away by the smell. It was clearly it was so overwhelming. When they approached the house, they knew exactly what we were going to find in there.
According to an arrest warrant, a state trooper pulled Anthony Revelorio over on Tuesday for driving while holding a cell phone. Revelorio had no driver's license, but the warrant states he did have 10 kilograms of crystal meth inside his car. DEA agents then executed a search warrant at his home, finding hundreds of pounds of meth.
Did y'all hear that? It said he did not have a driver's license. However, he did have the drugs. So that lets me know he's probably an illegal migrant, immigrant, or whatever you want to call it, illegal alien, that has come here to my town, which Marietta, Cobb County. It's a really, really well-known area, and pretty much you have to have a little bit of money to live out in that area. It's a really nice area, kind of a little bit, maybe 25 minutes away from actual Atlanta, Cobb County. So, yeah, Marietta is like the north part of Georgia. So let's continue hearing what they got to say.
Dangerous chemicals and an accomplice, Raul Ernesto Morales.
Both had Guatemalan passports, and were here solely for the reason of producing methamphetamine for distribution, not only in the metro Atlanta area, but up and down the U.S.
Special agent in charge at the DEA Atlanta Division, Robert Murphy, calls Atlanta a base station for illegal drug manufacturing. He says the feds are aware of several Mexican drug cartels doing business in the metro area, and they're working to shut them down. Last month, we reported on a similar bust after agents found 1 ton of meth hidden in a celery truck.
They all operate here, and because Atlanta's lucrative, so we see them all the time.
That special agent explained that the 2 men are from Guatemala but are allegedly affiliated with a Mexican cartel. Law enforcement says they are working to shut down as many of these operations here in Metro Atlanta as possible. Reporting live from the Richard B. Russell Federal Building in downtown Chelsea.
So you heard that they're from Guatemala, but it's a Mexican drug cartel that is going on here in the Atlanta area. So that was pretty much what I wanted to show with y'all. Here go another one, transporting a truckload. I think we saw that one. Here's one in Chicago. So it's not just in Atlanta.
Over a dozen have been arrested in the crackdown on what investigators say is an organized crime syndicate trafficking drugs from Mexico through Los Angeles. Eyewitness News reporter Leo Starwood has live with more. Leo?
Yeah, my friend, we're just outside of the FBI field office here in Westwood, where agents disclosed to Eyewitness News that they've made that major drug bust, taking down some major drug smugglers. Here's more. Millions of dollars worth of dope seized. Everything from cocaine, meth, heroin, fentanyl, and even weapons, along with tens of thousands of dollars in cash. An international task force made up of agents from the FBI, law enforcement from cities across the country, including police from Canada, teaming together to target an international organized narcotics crime syndicate.
We're here to announce Operation Dead Hand. This is a takedown of a wide-ranging international drug trafficking conspiracy. This conspiracy spanned 3 countries. It involved drug suppliers connected to cartels in Mexico, drug distributors and brokers in Los Angeles, Canadian truck drivers and a network that exported drugs into Canada, and even an associate of the Italian mafia in Montreal, Canada.
Several hundred law enforcement personnel.
Now you saw the picture of the let's see if we can go back. What is it called? What's it called? Not the victims, the people that are guilty. You see, all of them look foreign. Nobody looks like they are American patriots. I'm just showing y'all what's going on with this whole migrant immigrants. They're coming over here for what? What did Comrade Kamala say? They're coming over here for asylum seekers. so that they can get a better job. No, they getting a better job. They getting hand over fist money with a big drug ring. Well, pharmaceutical rings, okay? So, allegedly, and this is not even allegedly because we see that they are in custody. So, this is true. And we see that they pretty much look of a Hispanic type of, Guatemalan, Honduras, and all of those Mexican cartels. So, this is what's going on in our states where we are living right under our noses. So we have a terrible issue. Make sure that y'all share this. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will be coming with more videos because it's so much more that needs to be shared at this moment. I'm sojourning for truth. I'm always searching for the truth, and it's so much truth out here, and they're trying to silence us. We will not be silenced. Freedom of speech will always be what we will exercise in the United States of America. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I love y'all so much. Let's continue to pray for one another. Let's continue to love on one another. And I will talk to y'all in the next video. Y'all be blessed.